Yeah. Shh. Don't make eye contact. I move like truth in a crowded room, unnoticed, until it's too late. Snap, snap. File 1, hypocrisy. File 2, rejection. File 3, denial. Let's open the case. Let's open the case. Yeah. Look in the mirror, don't dodge that truth. All that preaching, but your hands stay loose. Talk accountability till it points at you. Then it's silence when the receipts come through. Karma, don't forget no names. Every screenshot still plays the game. You throw dirt, but you stay the same. I just let facts do all the flame. Yeah, I seen the shift when the narrative flip. Same voices loud, but they edited clips. Talking moral high ground with a shaky grip. Why they hide their own past in a broken zip. I don't need opinions, I read between lines. Watch how they switch when the pressure aligns. One day love, next day they sign on a pylon wave just to feel the line. But I came from blocks where the real don't fold, where you stand on truth even when it gets cold. Y'all build on hype, I build on soul. Then watch the whole story unfold. Yeah, I see it. Don't act holy now. Record scratch, click, 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 click. Look in the mirror, don't dodge that truth. All that preaching, but your hands stay loose. Talk accountability till it points at you. Then it's silence when the receipts come through. Karma, don't forget no names. Every screenshot still plays the game. You throw dirt, but you stay the same. I just let facts do all the flame. Now let's talk energy, let's talk intent. How every movement got the angle is spent. One voice sparks it, then the mob gets sent. But nobody asks where the truth really went. Funny how justice only loud when it's safe, but goes real quiet when it's their own case. I don't chase clout, I don't need that space. I let silence expose what they erase. You can't build real or fake outrage. Can't write truth from a scripted page. Karma's patient, don't rush that stage. But when it lands, it clears the cage. File closed. But the mirror still open. Snap. Yeah. Funny how people love throwing rocks to the glass breaking their house. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Quit crying now. You was loving the dysfunction. Talk slick online. Now it's tension in public. Same dirt you was throwing came back by the bucket. Don't start fires you can't put out. Whole lot of wolves when the views go up. Whole lot of snakes when the truth come out. Now you wanna play victim. Shut up. We remember. Now it hurt? Oh, okay. Karma outside. Keep that same energy. Yeah. I done seen people smile and secretly plot. Screenshot conversations, send them round blocks. Do foul business, then run to God. Like heaven don't know what type time they on. Whole personality built off drama. Whole page built off tearing down mamas. Whole crew fake. Everybody gossip, then act confused when life get darker. Nah. You created that storm. Every lie got a price. Every snake get exposed eventually. That's just life. See, the internet made weird people famous. Everybody tough with edits and angles. Everybody gangster behind them captions. Till real pressure finally make them anxious. Now they posting little quotes about peace. After years of being messy for free. You can't stab folks and scream don't bleed. That ain't karma. That's receipts. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. You was out here moving low and disgusting. Not the same energy, turn disruptive, and your own people ain't even trusting. Don't throw dirt, then hide your hands. Universe spin back, that's God's plan. You made beds in all that chaos. Now lay there and deal with that. Tiptoe. Now they ducking their comments. Funny how bullies get quiet when karma responding. Now it's protect mental health, but where was that energy wrecking everybody else? Quiet, that guilt hit different at night. When the same pain you caused starts showing up in your life. I seen YouTube friendships turn into warfare. Seen fake love disappear when the crowd stares. Seen people build channels off humiliation, then panic once they own name get dragged there. That's the game though, cold world. Everybody wanna spend somebody else's pain go. Views up, morals down. Whole lot of lost souls wearing fake crowns. And I ain't perfect, but I learned one thing. If you keep sending hate out, the hate gon' ring. Back to your phone, back to your home, back to your spirit when you alone. That's why I move careful, watch who I feed. Some folks water drama like plants and weeds, then cry online. Why everybody against me? Girl, you been foul, people just finally seen it. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Quit acting shocked cause the truth got ugly. All that shady energy turned corrupted. Now the same smoke got your whole life flooded. Don't start wars, then ask for grace. Can't move dirty, then outrun fate. Life got mirrors for every snake, and karma always know your face. Everybody tough when they hurting people. Different story when the hurt come home. Don't start nothing. Yeah. Internet got everybody acting now. Everybody real till receipts pop out. Ooh. Whole time, half these wars got sponsorships attached. Facts. Ding. Came in humble, peeping vibes first. Everybody got a story who rehearsed worse. One live say villain, next string queen. Whole timeline living off clips and memes. Clock it, screenshot, text, crop context, then turn pain into profit monetized. Spinning if you say, let me hear both sides. Now they looking funny cause you think with your mind. Girl, bye. Whole sector built off selective outrage, fake tears, fake growth, fake healing stages. Everybody reach peace till the views drop low, then another fake fallout for the next show. Whole time, fat. I don't move with minds, I observe first. Cause loud opinions don't decide what truth worth. Every villain ain't evil in disguise. Every angel ain't honest behind lies. Preach. I stand on business, not delusion. Half these friendships, strategic fusion. Views go up when the fake beef fly. Then they backstage laughing after live stream night. Facts. Stand on business, tip toes planted. Everybody tough when attention granted. Wrong is wrong, right is right. Truth don't switch, cause emotions Some people don't want peace, they want leverage. Your platform, your audience, your presence. Soon as you distance yourself and move wise, now they online remixing history with lies. Funny how boundaries reveal folks quick. Toxic people panic when they losing their grip. 1 week, enemies next week, friends again. Y'all don't got drama, y'all got marketing plans. Clicks, downloads, chats, reaction views. Truth become optional when money involved too. Everybody scream real to reality's thing. Then honesty suddenly offensive again. That part. I just see clearer now. Some people love chaos more than connection. Some people only loyal when they need protection. I stand on business, solid pressure. Can't buy integrity with views or extras. Everybody asking for digital consumption. Whole lot of chaos for online discussion. Facts. trending in. And I won't fall just to fit online, 'cause truth don't pick sides. Truth survives. Truth survives. Survive. Truth survives. Survive. Truth survives. Survive. 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 A lot of these friendships transactional. A lot of this outrage profitable. Truth survive. Truth survive. Truth survive.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Golden, and yes, y'all, I am back with another live. We're gonna do a little bit of some fun content today. Not all of it is necessarily fun, but it's not politics, it's not history. We're gonna do some celebrity stuff, y'all. And I did come across a few videos on the timeline and conversations that I thought would be great for us to listen to and talk about, amongst each other. There's been a few updates or whatnot, in one serious situation that's very sad, and I did want to touch a little bit on that. And I'll let y'all know in just a moment what we'll be talking about. But I just want to go ahead and say hello to everybody. It is a little bit later here again today for the live, and we will be fixing that as far as the times and stuff like that, y'all. Just been a little bit of a busy day around here. Whatever. Mama had a few appointments and stuff like that, so I had to pivot and move around with time a little bit differently today. But it's about 4:12 p.m. here Eastern time in the United States and the Carolinas, child, and it is hot. Okay, it is very hot here for us, but it is also hot in a few other places as well. For my lovely, lovely co-host that will be tapping in and out as she can over in the UK, they are having a lot of extreme heat. As well as far as the temperature for the summer. And so, she's dealing with a little bit of that. And, we got to be safe when it comes to this heat, y'all. We got to make sure we stay hydrated and cool at all times because the heat can be very dangerous. And so, yeah, but it is a beautiful day, despite the fact that it is hot. The sun is shining. And outside of our morning and afternoon being pretty busy, we have had a pretty great day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day in whatever respectful time zones you guys are in, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I hope your weather, is nice and comfortable, not too hot for you, because we have to be careful with this heat. And shout out to my girl Star. I was over there kicking it with her for a little bit, and we had a little bit of a chit chat. And she was live as well. I don't know if she's still live right now. But yeah, she was live as well. But yeah, I just had to go ahead and start, y'all, because after I'm done the live, I do have a few other things on my schedule that I got to do and get done. It's a busy day, child. It's a busy day. But I wanted to come through. Y'all know how we do and do a little bit of the content. And so we're going to be starting out with the content first, and we'll do a little bit of the housekeeping, which is very, very chill today. It's very smooth, chill housekeeping, y'all. We'll do a little bit of that either in between or at the end of the live. But let me go ahead and let y'all know what we are talking about. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me well, if the volume and the sound is good. Because we did have a brief little thunderstorm here. Because when it gets really hot, it seems to always be like a thunderstorm or some rain after the extreme heat. And so, yeah, my power went out like twice because of the thunderstorm here in our neighborhood. And I had to start the computer all over and get everything back set up. So a lot of things have transpired today. But anyway, y'all, we still press on. So let's go ahead and get into what we'll be covering in today's episode, which is going to be celebrity gossip with purpose. Okay. So we are going to be stripping away the glitz and the glamour to uncover the real, raw truths behind some of the headlines that we see. We're not here for the mess. We are here for the medicine, the truth, and the unity. So one of the first things that we'll be diving into is Muni Long's fierce decade-long battle with Lupus and how she protects her crown against a broken healthcare system. And y'all know we talk about how broken the healthcare system can be, especially here in the United States. We also have a chilling new update in the nationwide hunt that is very sad for Nancy Guthrie, including some additional now ransom notes and critical DNA evidence that will be coming directly from TMZ. And we will be listening to an excellent conversation and interview between one of my faves, Jenifer Lewis, surviving it all and launching a major campaign against the dangers of online misinformation. She's sitting down with another one of my faves, Kiki Palmer, to have that discussion. So now, y'all, it is time to look past the rumors, arm ourselves with knowledge, and elevate the conversation. So if y'all like some of the content that we do over here, it'd be very helpful if you care to do so, to just hit the subscribe button for me. If you like this channel, hit that like button. You're always welcome to drop a comment under the video. And yeah, let's get into it. So let's talk a little bit about Muni Long and battling the unseen storm. So Grammy-winning singer and songwriter Muni Long pulls back the curtain on her decade-long battle with lupus. In this segment, we'll discuss her physical symptoms and how she protects her voice when she's on tour, and her candid thoughts on navigating a healthcare system that often fails Black women. Discover how she maintains her crown while managing a chronic illness. Muni Long, the voice behind massive hits like Hers and Made for Me, has been quietly dealing with systemic lupus evaluator, SLE, which she will speak about herself, y'all, when we get into the video in just a moment. And since her diagnosis in 2014, lupus is a chronic autoimmune condition where the body's immune system mistakenly attacks healthy tissue. Muni shared how intense flare-ups cause her skin to turn pale, her fingertips to turn blue. The illness has forced her to pull out of major events like the Boy Is Mine tour, and it requires her to enforce strict environmental boundaries, such as turning off venue air conditioning to protect her lungs and vocal cords. Crucially, she highlighted the exhausting reality of being a Black woman in healthcare, explaining how doctors frequently dismiss or minimize her pain. To survive the industry, she relies heavily on strict boundaries and stress management. And so, per usual, y'all know we have a little bit of videos just because we want to make sure you are hearing the information directly from the source. And so let me go ahead and try and pop this up real quick. If we don't have any further issues, like I said, with the storm, it has been affecting some of the functions, with the StreamYard and my computer. And so things have been well. But she sits down with yet another survivor that I also love, Robin Roberts, and talks to her about her health condition. And if y'all know anything about Robin Roberts, she has also suffered with her own health ailments in the past and has been a survivor, I believe, of cancer. So shout out to Muni Long and Robin Roberts, because when you do have these heavy ailments and conditions, it is very hard. It is a fight and it's a journey. These are two strong Black women that are going to come together to have a conversation about some of their condition and how the health system can be here in the United States. and how it can be difficult for Black women or Black people in general to actually get the proper health care and understanding that they need when they are extremely sick. So let's go ahead and listen to them, y'all, so y'all don't have to keep listening to me. And per usual, we'll meet y'all in the chat. Thank you for each and every one of you who have joined, whether you kicking it with us in the chat or you may just be kicking back and listening in the cut. We appreciate that as well. We can feel your presence. So let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all. And yeah, I'll meet y'all over in the chat.
Right now, because we are back with two-time, whatever you are doing, stop right now, because we are back with two-time Grammy-winning R&B star Muni Long. You know her hits like, ooh, Made for Me and Hours and Hours. She's also written huge hits for superstars like Ariana Grande. In 2014, Muni Long, whose name is Priscilla Hamilton, revealed she had been diagnosed with lupus. She's been so open about her health journey, but for the last few months, she's been dealing with another very serious issue with her health, and she's here to talk with us this morning.
Good morning.
Oh, it's so good to lay my eyes on you. I'm a little worried.
And just real quick, y'all, I got to correct myself, okay? I know the song very well, but like I said, when I set up my talking points or whatnot, I'm reading. Yes, I am. But I think I said hers and hers. The song is called Hours and Hours, y'all. It's Hours and Hours and Made for Me. So that is her two big hit songs that I think all of y'all know and we all know very well. And I just wanted to correct myself about that, y'all, because I definitely read that wrong. They had it in abbreviation style, and I read it as it was written. Anyway, let's keep going.
A little worried, but thank you for being willing to discuss what's going on, because we remember last year, Brandy and Monica, you were on tour, and then you had to step back, step out of the spotlight. We're well aware of your diagnosis with lupus, but there was something that was much more serious going on with you. What can you share?
Well, the road is tough, like even when you are healthy, and I should have never taken that tour, but there was so much going on in my life where I had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And about midway through, we're up in like the Northeast, it's really cold. And with autoimmune, like the cold is not your friend. And so I got really sick. I got pneumonia, and I had to step away for a few dates, but I'm like, no, this is not it. I got to go back. I went back, and I think maybe about 5 or 6 dates in, it was just like, yeah, this is not, like I couldn't even get out of the bed to make my call time for a stage. In the last show, I just barely made it. I was only able to do 2 songs. And my team and my family were like, yeah, you just need to come home and rest.
But that wasn't enough.
No, so I came home for Thanksgiving, and then I woke up in the hospital. Yeah.
And can you tell folks when the doctor said to you, double lung transplant, that you needed a double lung transplant? What was going through your mind at that time?
So I knew I knew for a really long time that something was wrong. Every day I'm like spitting in cups and coughing all the time and trying to take all these medicines to just get through the day. And with this industry, you're always in people's faces, right?
Sure.
So I'm taking pictures and I'm like huffing and puffing like I just ran a marathon. And so I knew something was wrong. And when I woke up in the hospital, I felt so much better. Obviously, they had done whatever they needed to do to just kind of get me stable. But then all the doctors came in. It was like 6 people: a pulmonologist, rheumatologist, there was like 3 pulmonary doctors, the ECMO specialist, actually the doctor who invented it, Dr. Maybauer. And they're all like, you need a transplant. And I'm like, well, it sounds like you guys have a time. Like, how long do I have to live? And they go, a week.
A week to live?
1 week. And my jaw dropped. Literally, I was like, that's rude, but they're kind of like just wanting me to like, hey, this is not a joke. You need to make a choice. You can either go to hospice or you can get these lungs.
And for anybody, being told that is just, but you're a singer. Yeah. You're being a singer as well. What was that playing in your mind as well?
It absolutely was. Like the ego and the vanity was just like, but what about my voice? What's going to happen? But then, I look at my son and I think about like how much more life that I have to live. And I think just quality of life was first. Like, I can't sing if I'm not here.
No, and you are here. You are here. How are you these days? What is the prognosis for
I'm
you?
doing fabulous. I'm 6 months post-op. Actually, tomorrow's my last appointment for like all the things. And so I'm going down to Gainesville to do that. So hi, everybody. No symptoms, asymptomatic, no infections, none of that.
Wow.
And then I have my vocal checkup 6 months will be in August because I had to have vocal surgery as well.
And you have new music out, The Richest, and this was recorded before you had the procedure.
So the music is about 1.5 years, just kind of in the making. I recorded it like I think February 5th, and it took me a week to make the songs. February 5th, 2025. It was supposed to come out right after the tour, but obviously things changed, life happened, and I had to just kind of hang on to it. But this will be the last music that was recorded before all of the things happened. So my voice now it's totally different. It's actually like better, should I say?
Really?
But I don't know that I can perform yet. I mean, they gave me 6 months to 1 year. So I don't know what it's going to sound like when I open my mouth to try and sing a whole song. I can sing sentences here and there, but I can't perform just yet.
You take your time.
Yeah.
And this, I think, is something that you learn. You got to take care of you.
Absolutely.
Take care of you.
If you don't have your health, you don't have anything.
So what is your lesson for folks who are tuning in and they're hearing your story?
If there's anybody watching this, I would say, I think the bulk of my trauma came from just holding everything in, trying to shoulder everybody else's problems, always being the strong friend, the one who has it all together. I did not speak up for myself as I should. And, lupus disproportionately affects Black women, who are just expected to show up and be everything for everybody. Don't put yourself on the back burner for everyone else. You need to focus on you. You need to pour into yourself. Don't be afraid to say no. Rest if you need to. That is a radical thing for us to rest. Lay in that bed if you need a day. And just focus on you. Take care of you, please. Because I was really faced with my mortality. And I thought to myself, like, have I really served myself the way that I should? Have I really given to myself the way I give to others? And the answer was no. So this time around, I'm definitely going to be a little bit more selfish. I'm going to take care of myself first so that I can take care of everybody else.
And that beautiful son of yours.
Yes.
Priscilla, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come on now,
thank
Priscilla.
You, Robin.
Muni Long. I know I say Priscilla, but people know you by Muni Long. And her new single, it's called The Richest. It is available now. You have blessed us with your richness being here and sharing. You helped some people this morning. I hope you did.
I hope so.
I know you did.
All right, y'all. So what a powerful story, and I don't know if everybody is familiar with Muni Long. And even if you are familiar with her and her artistry and her music, and not just being an artist, but being an amazing writer for many great artists that probably you do know and that are your favorite. She has written for just about almost everybody. She is an excellent writer. And then once she finally got her chance to come out and perform, she has been an excellent performer as well. And just to think, that these are the health issues she was battling the entire time, even coming out with great hits such as Hours and Hours and Made for Me, and singing with her lungs and her vocal cords being in the condition that they were, that literally were probably struggling due to her condition. Amazing, just amazing and beautiful story. And I am so glad that she mentioned that, because this is what is important for us to remember. And this is anybody, no matter what field you're in and no matter what you do for a living, you have to put yourself first, and you definitely have to put your health first. A lot of times we do put ourselves and our health, especially, on the back burner because we just got to get things done. We just got to get kids to the school. We just got to get this song recorded. We just got to get this live done. Whatever it may be, we got to get this construction project complete. Whatever it may be, a lot of time we put ourselves and our health on the back burner because we just got to keep chugging along like that little engine that could. And sometimes that little engine that could is going to run out of steam. And we don't want our lives to be cut short. And our, legendary existence, right? To be cut short because we're just pushing and pushing and pushing and just giving people what they want and what they desire and making everybody else happy and putting things as severe as your health on the back burner. And so that's an excellent teaching moment for us, y'all, to understand that, you know, when it comes to whatever it is you do as a career, you're human first, right? You're not a superhero. You're not a robot, respectfully. You're not someone who cannot overcome these things. You're human. A human is going to go through things, and you're definitely going to have health issues. And so it's very important for us to focus on our health. And so I do have a few final thoughts that I wanted to go ahead and read to you guys before we move on to Nancy Guthrie, the next topic. But from Muni Long's story, it is a reminder that you never truly know what someone is carrying behind the glitz and the glamour. Lupus is an invisible war, but the real lesson here is about self-advocacy and boundary setting. When Money says she manages her illness by not letting people stress out, she is giving us a blueprint. If you are dealing with a chronic condition or just health issues in general, or just the weight of life, you have the absolute right to protect your peace. Say no without feeling guilty. And when it comes to your health, if a doctor isn't listening to you, find yourself one that will. Your body and your peace and your rules. It's up to you to care for your well being because sometimes other people will not. But now we have to get into another story, y'all. Let's talk about this update that I found real quick. And we do have a video that we're going to play. But let me give y'all a brief synopsis of what is going on. So if y'all have not heard about in the past few months, the heartbreaking story about Nancy Guthrie and the search for Nancy Guthrie, a family's agony, and some of the latest developments. An urgent breaking update on the months-long search for Nancy Guthrie, mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, who was abducted from her Arizona home. We're going to be breaking down the latest chilling developments regarding ransom notes, DNA evidence, and the local community's ongoing fight for answers. So, the heartbreaking search for Nancy Guthrie, who was snatched from her Catalina Foothills home in Arizona without her phone or critical medication, because remember, y'all, she had health conditions as well, continues to grip the nation. Investigators have recently revealed crucial, sobering updates. A pair of ransom notes demanding millions of dollars, including one terrifyingly note claiming that Nancy is no longer with us. They are highly believed to have been sent directly by the abductors. The case has reached a critical bottleneck, relying heavily on deep laboratory analysis of a strand of DNA found at the residence. While federal and local authorities continue to vet tens of thousands of tips, the Guthrie family, including a devastated Savannah Guthrie, her daughter, continues to make raw, emotional pleas for anyone to step forward and do the right thing if they have any knowledge or information on what has happened to her mother. And so, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up real quick. We're going to listen, and this is some breaking news that came from TMZ. They seem to get a lot of the tips first, and then we'll also play a video of now the new messages and response from not just Savannah, but the rest of the family as well. So let's go ahead and get into this video and watch this together, y'all. And then I won't be showing in the chat, but prayers for the family. This is devastating.
There is a lot to be confused about in the Nancy Guthrie case. We received, as you know, the first ransom note along with two Tucson stations, television stations. And in that note, the kidnappers made it clear that they wanted $4 million within days of the time she was captured. And if the Guthrie family didn't pay that money, it would go to $6 million. And a week after the kidnapping, basically, they said they would kill her if they didn't get the money. So there was a second ransom note now that we know about that one of the Tucson stations got. In that note, which was sent 5 days after the kidnapping, it said that Nancy Guthrie was dead, and that apparently said she was buried somewhere. Now, we know that the second note did not contain a ransom demand. And that's why it was so confusing that following weekend, when Savannah Guthrie said to the world that they wanted to bring their mother home to celebrate, and they would pay the money. And that money was never paid. And we know that because we have the Bitcoin address, and the Bitcoin address in the first ransom note was the same as the Bitcoin address in the second ransom note. And no money was ever paid other than a very small amount that the FBI put in to see if they could trace the Bitcoin address, which they could not do. So the question then becomes, why did the Guthrie family fail to pay the money? When you think about it, that second note saying that she died accidentally, that they didn't kill her, but she died accidentally, which is the way this is now being reported. They're essentially saying, look, we didn't do it. We weren't there to kill somebody, even though we threatened to. And she died on us. And we're sorry, essentially. I don't think they used the words "we're sorry," but they said, look, we didn't do it. She died shortly after the kidnapping. And it kind of makes sense with all her health problems, the fact that she didn't have her medications, and it must have been beyond extremely traumatic. So if that's true, what Savannah Guthrie is faced with is, we got this second note, and we believe it's the kidnappers, but now they're not asking for a ransom demand in return for telling us where the body is. So we're putting it out to them. Tell us how much you want. Tell us where the body is so we can bring her home, because the $6 million may not be on the table anymore. They may be so freaked out and scared that she died and that they're going to be charged with murder that they're just basically leaving it alone and saying, we're done with this. And so to pay $6 million when it looks like they've just freaked out and gone away, what she did instead was to say, look, tell us what you want. We want to bring her home. And that means bring the body home. And they never responded after that. They never responded to us, and they never responded, apparently, to anyone else. And that may be the answer as to why Savannah said, we will pay, but she needed to know, will you give us the body back if we do? And what do you want? And they never said that. So that may explain this curiosity of her saying, we'll pay, but never did. And just one other note, I have called the FBI twice again today, asking, please call, because we're trying to get some closure on this guy who was repeatedly emailing us, telling us he knew who the kidnappers were, and he knew where Nancy Guthrie was buried. And still no response from the FBI. Something is going on. I don't understand it. And I'm telling you, the reason I don't understand it is we were in constant contact with them, and they were always responsive. They were calling us a lot. And we had a very open kind of relationship that went back and forth until I called about a month ago and said, look, what if we do a documentary, pay the money, and see where it leads us? And that just slammed the door shut for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but it's not coincidental that that conversation was had and then they just went radio silent.
All right, y'all. So that's just one of the videos that I wanted to show y'all. I do have another one as well, but this story is it's very sad. It's very sad and it's disgusting and just I don't know. To me, it's just a little cringe. Even the way TMZ was reporting on it, like the way he was speaking about it, as though it's just another headline, just another topic, you know. And respectfully, you know, it is what it is. I know these people do what they do, but there just seems to be sometimes this level and this lack of like no compassion for someone who is dealing with something so tragic as this. This is someone's mother who has not returned home. She is a woman that is barren to her years of life and also is sick with health ailments. And after being taken, did not have her medication to be able to, you know, take to deal with those ailments. So we can almost deduce that the survival rates or, you know, possibility or outcome would be even more difficult because she needs that medicine. And to be very clear, she had a heart condition. She take medicine for her heart, one of your most major organs that you need to live. And so she was snatched at her 5-1 age and not have medicine for her heart condition. And so, you know, we can deduce what could possibly come from that. And then add to the fact that she's probably under extreme amounts of stress being taken and snatched the way that she was, which is not going to be good for the heart. You know what I mean? And just the reports on it sometimes seems like it's just business as usual. And this is not a devastating story, but we take what we have here just so we can get the updates and the information. So I do have another report here coming from News Nation when they're speaking a little bit more in detail about the now new findings when it comes to Nancy Guthrie. And I just want to say that this is a very sad situation. And I send my thoughts and my love and my prayers to the family. Savannah Guthrie, if anybody is familiar with her, if you do watch the morning show, she is a host on the morning show or whatnot. And so a lot of people do know her. Okay. This is her mother. This is her mother. Despite what she does, what she said, saying, this is someone whose mother is no longer with them in their household, in their proximity. And what it's seeming like is they're no longer with them in life. So, you know, they want answers. They want answers and they want this case to be solved. They want peace of mind. And I don't understand. It seems like it's getting drug out and stretched out. And as we can see, just like anything else in this corrupt world we live in, all of this for the sake of money. The ransom was asking for $4 million. Let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all. I'm gonna meet y'all in the chat.
Developments tonight in the search for Nancy Guthrie, the missing mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. News Nation has learned that the second ransom note sent to a local Tucson television station in the days following Guthrie's disappearance stated explicitly that she had died and that 84-year-old Guthrie was, quote, buried with nature now. A source close to the investigation tells our Brian Anton that the note indicated Nancy Guthrie's death was not intentional, but that the note also did not offer any kind of direct apology for her kidnapping or what the writer of the note claims is her death. Guthrie is believed to have been taken from her home by a masked intruder in the early hours of February 1st of this year. Ring camera video shows a masked man at her front door. months of exhaustive searching and forensic work. Anna Guthrie. News Nation has learned that the second ransom note sent to a local Tucson television station in the days following Guthrie's disappearance stated explicitly that she had died and that 84-year-old Guthrie was, quote, buried with nature now. A source close to the investigation tells our Brian Anton that the note indicated Nancy Guthrie's death was not intentional, but that the note also did not offer any kind of direct apology for her kidnapping or what the writer of the note claims is her death. Guthrie is believed to have been taken from her home by a masked intruder in the early hours of February 1st of this year. Ring camera video shows a masked man at her front door. Months of exhaustive searching and forensic work have yielded little in the way of credible leads or suspects. An initial ransom note, which the FBI did deem credible, demanded $4 million in Bitcoin for Nancy's safe return. This new reporting, with that supposed confirmation of Nancy Guthrie's death, is about a second note that was sent 4 days later. It, too, was deemed credible by both the FBI and the Guthrie family. And the day after receiving it, the Guthrie family February 1st of this year. Ring camera video shows a masked man at her front door. Months of exhaustive searching and forensic work have yielded little in the way of credible leads or suspects. An initial ransom note, which the FBI did deem credible, demanded $4 million in Bitcoin for Nancy's safe return. This new reporting, with that supposed confirmation of Nancy Guthrie's death, is about a second note that was sent 4 days later. It too was deemed credible by both the FBI and the Guthrie family. And the day after receiving it, the Guthrie family posted this excruciating response.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
There were also plenty of fake ransom notes. We know that the full ransom was never paid. So just what does this information mean for investigators? Let's bring in News Nation senior national correspondent Brian Enton and former FBI special agent and News Nation national security contributor Tracy Walder. Brian, so we know that Savannah said in the one interview that she's done about all this that there were 2 ransom notes the family and the FBI took seriously. After that second note that they took seriously, she posted on Instagram, "We received your message and we understand." I just played that clip of it. What have you learned about what else that note said?
Yeah, and in that clip, it kind of all makes sense now, the context of it, now that we have more information about the notes. And I was thinking back today, Elizabeth, I remember when you interviewed the KOLD news director,
right,
where the notes went, and she made clear that the second note was not a ransom note, but she wouldn't give more details about why she was saying that. But it's kind of interesting. Well, if it wasn't a ransom note, then what was it? Well, now, according to my source, we've got a little more information that in the note, the person who wrote the note said that Nancy had died, said that she, I want to make sure I get the quote right, was buried with nature now, and indicated that the death was not intentional, but did not specifically apologize. And there's been some other reporting out there today saying that there was an apology, but I am told very specifically that there was no direct apology in the note, Elizabeth.
And do we know, did the note give any indication as to how she died or when she died? Was it the night she was taken from her home?
No, no, I don't have that information. All I have is that she died, that she was buried with nature now, and that it was not intentional.
Tracy, we know that this is one of 2 notes that the FBI deemed credible. How do they do that? Which notes did they deem credible, and how do they assess that, given the fact that there were several ransom notes sent to both local TV stations and to TMZ?
Well, thank you so much for having me. So the way that they deem it credible is actually rather primitive, quite frankly, is that they are all taken seriously and deemed credible until they are proved not credible. And so what that tells me is that these 2 notes that were received really at the very beginning of all of this are 2 notes that they have not been able to discredit. Also, it was pretty clear to me, and I said early on, that the FBI was taking them so credible that they were essentially helping them write scripts to respond to these. And if
the family, the Savannah kids, Savannah Guthrie, her sister, and her brother.
Correct. And if they didn't take them to be credible, in all honesty, they wouldn't waste their time doing all of that to get them to respond. And so I believe that they take these in a credible fashion because they can't disprove them at this point in time.
Yeah, Brian, it's pretty clear when you watch this. We're playing the video of it right now. We played the audio a moment ago, but you know, Savannah Guthrie and her brother and sister posted several videos on Instagram addressing the kidnappers. And this was the one, after this one played, when it seemed clear that they believed she was no longer with us.
Yeah, I mean, that was sort of the feeling that we got from it. Now we have confirmation from the note. In terms of whether they're credible, remember, Elizabeth, in the first note, we're told that there were things in that note that only a person who had been at the house would know, a floodlight that was gone, some specific things inside Nancy's room. So I think that's one of the reasons they believe that note was credible. What's interesting, though, is despite believing the notes, they didn't pay the ransom. And even in the second note, there was the possibility to pay to receive the body back, it seems like. But it seems the FBI still advised them not to pay the money.
Tracy, why would the FBI advise them to do that? I just have to say, as a person with a mother in her 80s, if she disappeared and the first note said, I'll give me this much money and I'll release her back to you, I would pay it. And in the second video, when they clearly believe that she might be dead, they're saying we will pay anything to get her, in essence, her body back. So do they wait too long to offer to pay?
So I respectfully disagree with what Brian's saying. They actually did put a little bit of money into that Bitcoin account.
A test amount.
Right. And by doing that, that's called tickling the wire. And so what they were trying to do was seeing if this individual would make contact with the money. And then that way they could track that, because clearly it sounds to me they were having trouble tracking either the VPN or the Tor that was used to send those emails or fill out the email form. And so they actually did attempt. My guess is the FBI said to them, listen, this is going to be a futile attempt because we're not going to be able to track this individual. So now it's up to you to decide. The FBI actually cannot legally tell them not to pay or to pay. They can advise them whether or not to pay or not to pay. But I think because they, quote, tickled that wire unsuccessfully, they probably lean towards not paying. Now, is it what I would do? I don't know. I'm not in that situation, but I think it was because they had made that attempt.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I just can't even believe this family still has no answers about this. It is unbelievable, really. Brian Enton, Tracy Walder, thank you both so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.
All right, y'all. So that was just the second video that I wanted to show y'all. Heartbreaking story. And y'all, thanks for rocking with me still. Because I'm having technical difficulties here. Things just keep exiting out. I got to keep going back in and restarting it over. So I really do apologize for the lack of, smoothness and professionalism when it comes to presenting my content, because I really desire to do that. But some of my final thoughts when it comes to this, okay? We got to look at our screens and remember this face, okay? Because this is someone's mother, someone's anchor. The teaching message here is about community accountability and collective vigilance. In moments of tragedy, we cannot become desensitized just because it is a headline that is trending all over social media platforms. We have to keep our eyes open, okay? And we got to share the flyers and lift this family up in prayer. It's also reminded us to hold on to our loved ones incredibly close. Life can change in a split second. So give people their flowers. Check on your neighbors and your family, because we never know what can happen. And we never know if these type of predicaments could be one that we end up in. So we should have a heart and a understanding and empathy for people who are going through this. And this is not the only case. There's many like this as well. But this one has been rather public. And so, I seen that update because I really wanted to know. I really was curious myself. I'm like, what happened to this woman? Like, what are the updates? What is going on? Because something can be trending and hot for that moment for people to talk about. There is a life and lives affected behind these so-called trending topics and headlines. And I really had a heart to feel what this family may be going through, dealing with an experience like that. And so this is what's important to me for us to remember, despite whether you are a celebrity, if you are a news anchor, or someone that's just in the limelight. These people are human too. And they have family members and regular lives just like the rest of us. And if sometimes you can just take a walk in somebody else's shoes, you might can see and feel that some of the things that maybe they go through and they experience are not great things. And how would you feel if you were in that predicament? But what does a lot of this all seem to boil down to, which is the saddest part of it all? You snatch up somebody's elderly mother with health conditions, and then you ask for large amounts of money in order to send her back. But you didn't suspect the fact that because she is up in age and does have health conditions, that she would not make it past the abduction. So now you're scattering around and you're scared. Because it wasn't supposed to be what? She's no longer with us. It's just hold on to her long enough until you get the money that you desire. Nasty work. Real nasty work. And this has happened a great amount of times. People know this does happen. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But y'all, let me take a quick song break while I get everything back set up here because, you know, all of my stuff got exited out. So I'm going to get everything back in order while we take this song break. And we're going to get into our final topic for the evening. We will be listening to a pretty decent amount of conversation between Jenifer Lewis and Keke Palmer. I'm telling you, Jenifer Lewis is one of my favorite. I love her. So much wisdom, so much grace, so much honesty. And so, yeah, we'll get into a few of the things that she has to say in just a moment. Let me go ahead and put this song on real quick and we'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm chasing the check, but the weight of the world is a chain on my neck. Money, 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 money. Yeah, check the clock, check the pace, check the greed. Everybody's sprinting just to get what they need. They don't care about the person, they don't care about the heart. Just a number on a ledger trying to tear the soul apart. Getting paid by the hour, yeah, they stacking up the stress. While the people at the bottom try to clean up the mess. It's a cycle, it's a system, it's a cold-blooded race. They'll look you in the eye while they try to take your space. For love of but not like that. No, I need to win, but keep the facts straight. Everybody's acting for the digital stage, selling out their spirit for a click on the page. Clickbait the drama, monetize the fake. How much of your integrity are you willing to stake? They're getting paid to hollow out everything we seek. The bank account is heavy, but the character is weak. Check the status symbol, check the bottom line. The pressure of the climb's gonna drive us out our mind. Chasing down the bonus, is it worth the cost of time? Got to have it, I'd rather have the truth. Stop trading all our wisdom in the fire of our youth. Don't be a ghost for a paycheck. Stay real for the people. Money, 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 money. Don't be a ghost for a paycheck. Stay real for the people. Buddy. Buddy. Money, 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 money. I was born in the flesh, yeah, I'm chasing the check, but the weight of the world pace, check the greed. Everybody sprinting just to get what they need. They don't care about the person, they don't care about the heart. Just a number on a ledger trying to tear the soul apart. Getting paid by the hour, yeah, they stacking up the stress. Why the people at the bottom try to clean up the mess? It's a cycle, it's a system, it's a cold-blooded race. They look you in the eye while they try to take your space. For the love of the money, we're working through the dead of night. For the love of money, trading our time for a flicker of light. For the love of money, they'll sell the truth just to get the pay. Doesn't matter who you are, they're gonna look the other way. For that lean green, mean green, the hustle's got us on our knees. I need the racks, but not like that. I need to win, but keep the facts. Everybody's acting for the digital stage, selling out their spirit for a click on a page. Clickbait the drama, honestly's the fake. How much of your integrity are you willing to stake? They're getting paid to hollow out everything we seek. The bank account is heavy, but the character is weak. Check the status symbol, check the bottom line. The pressure of the climb's gonna drive us out our mind. Chasing down the bonus, is it worth the cost of time? Got to have it, I'd rather have the truth. Stop trading all our wisdom and the fire of our youth. Don't let the bottom line change you. Don't be a ghost for a paycheck. Stay real for the people. For the love of money.
All right, y'all. So thanks for rocking with me with that quick little song break there. Two versions of that song. It's the song I made is called Money, but yeah, a lot of days, a lot of things is being done for the money, and the love of it. But anyway, let's get into our final topic for the evening, y'all. One of my favorites. We're gonna hear from none other than the legendary Jenifer Lewis, and she's speaking about surviving and telling it all. So the mother of Black Hollywood, Jenifer Lewis, on social literacy and living out loud. Hollywood legend Jenifer Lewis isn't just surviving. She is leading the charge against misinformation. From surviving the height of the AIDS epidemic to living openly with bipolar disorder. The Blackish star joins the True Check campaign to empower our communities. So here is some of the breakdown of her fierce advocacy. Jenifer Lewis, fondly known as the mother of Black Hollywood, continues to use her massive, unapologetic voice for the public good. Recently honored at the Truth Awards, Lewis has stepped into a vital advocacy role by joining the Truth Check campaign, aimed at promoting social media literacy and combating medical misinformation within the African American community, drawing parallels to her survival through the traumatic height of the AIDS pandemic. Lewis emphasized that misinformation makes bad situations very lethal. She is urging the public to give internet rumors the side eye before hitting share, paired with her ongoing transparency about her own experience of living with bipolar disorder. Lewis stands as a masterclass in using life scars to heal others. So let's go ahead and get into a little bit of this conversation and video, y'all. Let's watch together. Y'all know I will meet y'all in the chat. And it is a full conversation and interview, so we will stop here and there to have some commentary in between. But let's go ahead and kick it off and get into it. And shout out to the amazing, beautiful, talented Keke Palmer. And I love her platform as well. So if you guys have not checked out her podcast and her YouTube channel, please go over there and do so. Subscribe, become a member, and check out a lot of the interviews that she does over there. And sometimes even with her beautiful mama. And you know we love our mamas over here. But let's go ahead and get into some of this conversation, y'all. I will meet y'all in the chat and we'll talk about it in between. Let's get into it.
Into anything, we have to be clear about who is sitting in this chair. Jenifer, before we get into anything, we have to be clear about who is sitting in this chair. Jenifer Lewis has appeared in over 250 television episodes and more than 60 films. Broadway, Disney, voiceover royalty, 2 best-selling memoirs, decades of activism. She's played everybody's mama, everybody's auntie, everybody's matriarch, and somehow still managed to be the loudest and most honest person in the room. They call her the mother of Black Hollywood. And that's not a title you win. That's a title you earn. Baby, this is Keke Palmer. Guys, I'm so excited. She needs no introduction. I love her. I admire her. I want to be her. Who doesn't? It is the Jenifer Lewis. My God.
Keke, child, you are little mini me.
Yes.
Everybody knows Keke is a little mini me.
Oh my gosh, you remember when we did Medea family reunion together?
Oh my God, Medea family reunion. Is that the one where I fell in the grave?
Is that the one you feel like? I know
don't
that you were
Medea
the wedding
family
planner.
reunion. The wedding planner. But I fell in the grave and Meet the Browns.
Yes.
Tyler Perry.
Oh my gosh.
You know, Tyler had just started doing those 100 episodes a day. And he was exhausted. No, he was exhausted. And I went over to him. He was in his director's chair. I said, Tyler, can I fall in the grave? He said, listen. He said, listen, just dig her a hole. I'm too tired to go back and forth with Jenifer. Dig her a hole. And he went to bed. He came back, I fell in that bitch.
Oh my gosh. I would never forget watching you on that set. I'd already loved you, seeing you in so many movies. I mean, whether it's...
Well, tell them when we first really saw each other. I'm getting on an elevator going up. She's getting off an elevator. I don't know what premiere or something it was. And she got off the elevator and saw me. She went, and ran. And thank God I was young then. You jumped up, your head went right here, and both of your little legs went around my waistline. Is when I had a waistline. Girl, and you just went on and on about, you know, Fresh Prince, whatever you'd seen me on.
Everything.
It was just adorable.
Everything. Because, you know, I've always loved you. And also, that's what I'm telling you, when we did Medea's from Reunion, I didn't have a lot of stuff with you, but I would see you and I would watch you. And I was always watching and observing all of you guys, watching Tyler and seeing. So then when I would see you guys later in the years after all that time had gone by and I'd been growing up, and I had that energy because you guys showed me something. You know what I mean? I got to see a front seat of how incredible you are.
Yeah, you did. We were all out there too. We were all out there doing everything. I was so excited to be in show business, and there was no job I wouldn't take. You know, you guys have a choice. We had to take the jobs that were offered. There wasn't a lot going around, but I was there in line with that it factor, honey. Snatching.
Come on, Jackie's
Snatching
back.
the gifts. Jackie's back. You know, girl, Jackie's back.
And that leg. Jackie's back with that leg.
High kicks.
Oh my gosh. It's
Girl,
insane.
that was a scene that was cut. Robert Townsend cut that scene because we had a better scene. But, oh my God. There was one day where I had to do the round, it's called a roundhouse kick.
So amazing.
Bop, bop, and that's my foot kicking my face. Bop, 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 bop. So the next day when I had to do it, my leg was actually sore.
Yeah.
Now you got to understand, I was very young then and I didn't get sore, but after all them bop, 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 it was over.
I love bop.
And that scene in Jackie's back where I said, I'm not sure those bastards I can still, my leg was that was so real.
Oh
my leg was so sore. No, Jackie's back. We never knew that.
Shout out to Robert Townsend.
Oh, Robert Townsend. You know, we had one date. He was a fool. He should have come in the house. I don't know, honey. God had taken him down because, you know, I heard he was like, Yeah. No, he was divorced. And we went out on one little date. And he didn't come in. I felt sorry for him, honey. Because, you know, I was Jenifer Lewis. But, you know, I was scary. I didn't blame him.
Oh my gosh, the guys are so intimidated
they're
when
so
that energy
scary,
is.
God. You know, child, please. Who on earth can sleep with me? That's not going to happen. It's not going to be any sleeping anyway. I just want you to know this is the most uncomfortable chair I've ever slept in.
I done seen you go through so many moves.
I know. Start over, all the way over. Let me see. Here's the black thing showing. Y'all ain't keeping
fabulous. And you know, you didn't want to do my pre-show pull-up question, so we're gonna ask it to you live.
Go ahead.
Let's get into it. Okay, so your sun sign is an Aquarius. This is absolutely fitting.
When the moon is in the seventh house.
Come on, eccentric.
The age of Aquarius, honey.
And I feel that you feel very Aquarius. You do, right? You resonate with that sign?
The only thing I know about Aquarians is we're humanitarians.
Highly intelligent.
And loyal.
Yes.
But, you know, I never got into the what do you call them?
The signs.
The signs, everything. You know, I was every sign. They said, what's your rise? And I'm like, bitch, I am the sun. I am the sun rising. I am the moon rising. Somebody said, oh, well, such and so lives on the ocean, but I need a boat. I said, bitch, I am the ocean. You know, you got to say I am in these things.
You do.
And have no arrogance behind it.
Without a doubt. And it's funny because your moon is an Aries and your rising is a Sagittarius. By the way, my moon is a Sagittarius.
Come on, moon.
You know, so we have some connections here.
Living.
What are you most grateful for?
Talking about? Huh? What am I most
What are you most grateful about today?
Health.
Amen
health.
To
you listen, without health,
it's wealth.
You know, I have it in my trust. If something happens to me, if after 2 weeks I'm not smiling, pull that plug. I don't want to be here if I ain't laughing. That you got to laugh at this, baby.
You do.
You got to laugh at what's going on in this world. You got to find your nest in grace, and that grace is nature. You know, people, I think the greatest sin is boredom. Bitch, there's a tree over there. You know, people joke about that tree story I have about that man, one of my fiancés who looked at me. We were in the car. And I saw a beautiful tree that bloomed the color pink. It was gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
And I said, oh, my God, that's a beautiful tree. And he said, you say that about every tree.
Okay.
The was over instantly.
Yeah.
And everybody talking about, oh, Jenifer Lewis broke off an engagement because of a tree. Bitch, you know that had to build.
Yeah, it had to
That had to be little things
and
that
it's representative.
Eating at your joy and eating at your joy. I'm like, honey, I'm writing a book titled Walking in My Joy. You don't belong here.
You're talking about your fiance.
Yeah,
One
girl,
of your
look,
fiancés. What's a relationship non-negotiable for you?
Girl, nothing is non-negotiable with me. I don't negotiate. You come in, you tell the truth, you be nice and have a good time, or go the home. Life's too short. I'm 69. I got, 30 summers left? Go yourself. You don't get that? Nobody gets that kind of time from me.
Okay.
This belongs to the next generation, bitch. I conquered a dream. I came from nothing. I ate dirt. Do you understand? I have lived the spectrum. I've been poor and I've been rich. Rich is better. Now, don't ask me for no money. Okay, don't ask me for no money.
Oh,
anyway,
my
no, but in truth,
Yeah.
you know, oh God. No, I am not in a relationship with a man. And somebody did some on the internet. Ooh, that mother ripped me. I ain't never been ripped. I'm like, bitch, I'm trying to save your life. But wait a minute, he went off. He said, wait a minute.
It's the con dude you talking about?
Oh, no, that con artist, honey, that's a whole thing. Girl, I should just come on here and done the one-woman show for you.
Period.
I don't even know why I'm sitting here talking. Here's the thing.
Because I want the whole tea.
Oh, yes. No, now
that's it.
You want to talk about, let's talk about that fiance first.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to know I didn't break off a relationship because
of trees.
He said one thing bad about nature. But truly with me, that's you get one shot to insult nature, bitch. Trees give us the oxygen to breathe. What is wrong with you? First of all, I'm Jenifer way.
He was just too negative, though. I actually really relate to this.
He was very
because
negative.
It sounds silly, but when you think about it, like, I can't talk about the tree being beautiful
It's
and
hard.
blooming.
It's hard for
Some
people who are not joyful to be joyful. That whole thing, that adage where they say misery loves company, people don't know what to do with joy.
No.
And they certainly don't know what to do with bliss. See,
And
when
it's
you've done,
gratitude
when
that I'm
you've
hearing,
done,
too.
when you've done more the kind of work I've done, girl, I went and treated bipolar disorder. I went and took care of myself. I did the work because I wanted to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Amen.
I have the it factor, Kiki. So do you.
You
You don't
really have
throw that away. Do you know how many of us have killed ourselves because we couldn't handle it in this business? Come on now, run with me, baby.
Yeah, I'm right.
We
right
don't. We
beside
don't
you.
need to name them.
Yeah, no.
We don't need to name them.
Yes.
I didn't want to kill myself because I was bipolar and so manic.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna kill myself. Are you insane?
How did you even discover that you were bipolar? Like, what let you know that, hey, maybe there's something going on?
No, I had a nervous breakdown.
You did?
I went down after all the deaths from AIDS, the AIDS epidemic.
This is in the...
Yeah, this is early 90.
Early 90s.
Right at the height of it.
Oh, my
89,
goodness.
90. I'd known 200 people that died. And when I tell you they died like flies, they dropped like flies. I mean, you'd come home and 3 would be dead. You come home, 5 would be dead on the phone machine. It was a time. It didn't make sense because we were too young to experience that kind of death. You can deal with that when you're wiser and your older friends are dying. But that young, we were in our 20s, for God's sake. All the boys in the Broadway shows, everybody was gay. We were all carrying on and acting out. And here's the thing. I had a nervous breakdown. And
oh my goodness.
A girlfriend whom I respected looked at me and said, "What's wrong with you, Jenifer?" I'm like, "Bitch, I'm Jenifer Lewis. Nothing wrong with me."
Yeah.
She said, "Jen, you might need help." Oh. So but I went in kicking and screaming because I admired her. And you listen to people you respect.
Yeah.
But when you're in that manic state, you ain't listening to nobody. You just want to be high. You want to be seen.
Yeah.
There's a desperation attached to that neediness.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, no, I went in and got treatment.
Yeah.
And I'm doing pretty damn good right now. I'm Kiki.
Yeah.
If you do the work, because it doesn't matter what you are, it will always come down to who you are.
What did you find that really helped you? Because obviously a lot of times when people are dealing with disorders, bipolar and things of the mind, you might get on a medication and it might take everything away.
You have to monitor it. You have to be willing. First of all, you have to want to be well.
Yeah.
You can't go, "Oh, this is hurting me." Well, if it's hurting, go and get it managed. Like when I started medication, I got dry mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, what is that?" I went to the dentist and he said, he said, "Did you just take a new medication?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, this is one of the side effects." He said, "So lower the milligrams."
Yeah, you got to get
you got to wait for your levels. Every human body is different. But the thing is people don't have the patience. They're like, "Ooh, I don't like the way this makes me feel." Okay, well, then if you want to speed in a car and around and kill somebody on the freeway, I think it's worth taking a little time to manage these meds, if meds is the way you want to go. I never promote that. Yeah. I promote treatment. Go and talk to somebody. If somebody touched you, somebody molested you, and you're not saying anything about it. This is all in my one-woman show.
I was gonna say, this is something that you also talked about, what you went through with your pastor growing up.
Oh, yes. I was molested.
Which is a horrible...
Oh, no, girl. I was molested by the pastor of my church. And I confronted him after, I think, about 7 months in therapy. I was able to make that call.
So how old were you when this happened?
I was like 13.
Wow.
And he pulled over the car and tried to kiss me and touch me. I was like, "Oh." But, I pushed that back, honey. I was like, "Not today, bitch. Not me." But anyway, no, it's real, girl. I was like, and yeah, but it doesn't matter how it happens. It matters that it happens.
Yeah.
And you are pretty much damaged by it for the rest of your life, unless you get some help. But I say to women out there, the first thing is you've got to tell somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't listen, tell somebody else. And guess what? If they don't listen, tell somebody else. You take care of you. I always tell people, take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
Then you can give back to the world.
What's a question that no one's ever asked you in an interview, or that a question that you wish people would ask you?
They've asked me everything because I have no secrets.
Oh.
There's no shame in my game. I talk about addictions to molestations, abortions, childhood abuse. There's no shame in my game. Yeah. Bitch, it happened.
All right, y'all. We just want to take a quick commentary break before we get into the rest. And Star, thanks for coming in, love. I really appreciate that. Great live you did earlier. And of course, we got 1-800 Brick City here. Thank you so much for coming. You always come. Y'all, thank you for rocking with me and bearing with me because, child, I'm telling you, the weird things is happening with my computer. When I try to do these lives, I'm fighting tooth and nail to bring them to y'all in the most professional way as possible. Mama's in the background. Y'all know that. She's always here, right? And Carlos, I know you listening too, baby. He's over in the cut listening as well. And just as much as everybody else is listening in the cut, we really appreciate that, y'all. But this is one of my favorite parts of the live, child. I love me some Jenifer Lewis. You said, I remember her most from A Different World. Yeah, 1-800. For real. Jenifer Lewis is legendary in every role that she's ever played and everything that she's ever been in. It's always touched and inspired me or either make me laugh, right? Because she's hilarious. She really is hilarious, but she's real, she's raw, and she's honest. Like, she just puts it out there. And I think one of the biggest things that, can be important to us, and some people can choose to do it, some people cannot. That's your prerogative. Is just to be unapologetically you, flaws and all, right? All of the experiences that you're going through, whether they're good or bad, it is what it is. It's your life journey. It's your story. And, a lot of people, I believe they have such great stories. They could write books as well. They can write a book. Y'all can write a book about what you've been through, what you experienced. And that's what she did. She put hers in a book. She channeled that energy when she shows up in a role. As far as, when she's acting, she brings a lot of that to the character, to the emotion. And that's what makes it real and raw and relatable. And I just really love that about her. And she's just 100% her all the time. And that's how I desire to walk around this earth and be as well. Like sometimes, you got to take something on the chin. You got to be like, I did do that. I did say that, that was the experience at that time. And you just own it and you move past it. You talk about it, but you would be surprised. Sometimes if you're honest about your experiences and the things that you've gone through, you will be surprised how many other people will say, you know what? I've been through that too. I experienced that too. Yo, respect, facts. That's what it is, and no, we're not always at a point where we're comfortable enough to do that. It takes a lot of living. It takes a lot of discipline and wanting to heal and wanting to move forward with your life and not letting the things and the experiences that you've been through define you. And so when you make that choice and that decision to not allow those things to cage you in like a bird, or not allow those things to make you feel embarrassed because maybe the public may know or the people may know. Sometimes it just is what it is. When we're living this life and walking in this journey, we all may experience different things. Sometimes things that we're not very proud of. But if we can be honest about it and stand 10 toes down on it and use our story and our experience to inspire others, or maybe prevent some of the youth from going down paths and making decisions that we made that didn't end up well, and save them from making the same decision. If we can do that, that's the goal. It's not to say it's always going to happen, because everybody got to go out here and live and experience life for themselves in the way that they see fit. But one of the things I'm telling you, like the major thing that I love about Jenifer Lewis so much, is she is just unapologetically herself. And she is open and honest about everything. She talked about the experience where, yeah, she was wanting, to be in a relationship. She found the guy that she thought, was going to be a good match or whatever. He turned out to be a scammer, and he skimmed out a lot of her money. And yeah, do you feel sometimes, like embarrassed or foolish when those type of things happen to you? Yeah, of course you do, but you own it. You are honest about it. You deal with it. You handle it, and you move forward. Life goes on. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. And that's one of the things I love about her most. And her personality to me is just like, yo, she is the cool auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you can talk to and be open and real about whatever you might have going on. You might not can always tell it to your mama, but you can tell it to Auntie Jenifer, because Auntie Jenifer get it. And Auntie Jenifer going to give you some knowledge and some wisdom on how to navigate that situation, get through it, come out on the other side of it, and still stand up and be the queen that you are. Because just because you go through some things doesn't mean that you still don't hold a crown on your head. It doesn't mean that you're still not great in what you do. It doesn't mean that you can't bounce back. Yes, oh my God, 1-800. She is hilarious in Blackish. Her, excuse me, y'all. I gotta give me some water. I talk so much, y'all. I be just getting hoarse. Her and Lawrence Fishburne character and Blackish, child, they be having me lead out. I'll be cracking up. But they are characters that are so like close and dear to our heart, because we probably have a grandmama that talk like that, possibly, and a grandpapa that talk like that, possibly, that have been married, that hate each other, that could have got divorced, but still somewhere deep down got love for one another. Maybe they don't realize it right away, but they'll see it as life navigates and the journey goes on. And even if they ain't got to get back together, they always going to stand for each other, have each other back, and have love for one another, because the love that they had was real. Maybe at the time and the age that they were in, it maybe didn't necessarily pan out or work out, you know what I mean? And they had to go their separate ways. But at the core, love is there, And that's one of the things that I noticed about the relationship with them. And it's other shows and movies as well, where we see a lot of that same dynamic, especially once they become, more fine wine and, have lived a bit more of life and have more of a better understanding of how life moves, right? It's just like, yeah, when we was young and stuff, we was fighting tooth and nail, bumping heads all the time, boo, boo, boo. It didn't work out in the relationship. We went our separate ways. But guess what? Ain't nobody gonna come for that man, and ain't nobody gonna come for that woman when we in the room, because we have love for one another. You know what I mean? And maybe we rekindle a spark. Who knows? They sometimes can go that way. And I just love those true stories. You know what I mean? Like, because those are stories that I think a lot of us can look at maybe our family dynamics and things of that nature and be like, yo, that is for real. That's genuine. Like, we seen grandmama and grandpapa go through those same experiences and journeys throughout their relationship. And, I love it. But Jenifer is dope, yo. But I just had to pause right there for a quick little commentary break. Let's go ahead and get back into a little bit more of the conversation, y'all, so we can stay entertained. I love me some Jenifer Lewis, and shout out to Kiki. Kiki is an excellent interviewer, and she also, you could tell, is a young woman who has a whole soul. Like, she really, really does, and I really love that about her, because she gets it, she understands, and she's classy, she's respectful, she's down to earth, she's all of the things. I love both of these women right here. So shout out to both of them, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get back into some more of this interview, and I'll meet y'all in the chat.
I slept with 60
All right, y'all, I'm back. Thank you so much, Star, for letting them know that, because girl, I had to send you this text and let you know it's not me. I don't know what is going on. Something spooky is really happening with my computer and my devices. I'm telling you, for real, it's really getting under my skin. But yeah, I got booted out. But we're back. Let's continue where we left off, y'all. Thanks for coming back and rocking with me and understanding. And I really do apologize because this is not the professional broadcast that I would like to bring to y'all when I do my content. I really apologize, but I appreciate y'all patience and y'all time and for coming back. Let's get back into the conversation and pick up where we left off.
Everything, because I have no secrets. There's no shame in my game. I talk about everything in my memoir, The Mother Black Hollywood, everything from my addictions to molestations, abortions, childhood abuse. There's no shame in my game. Yeah. Bitch, it happened. You know, I slept with 63 men. Now that was fabulous. But
oh my gosh, give me some of that.
Yeah, no, you don't want that. You know what I wish I had known? I wish I'd known my body was a temple. I didn't know it. I know it now. And
what let you know that maybe, this is a problem?
I'm listening. Oh, no, I never knew it was a problem. I thought everybody was right. Hey, titties and hips for my book. But anyway, yeah. No, I didn't know it was a problem. The addiction.
Child, she be having me weak. She be talking about titties and hips for my book. Titties and hips for my book. I love me some Jenifer Lewis. Y'all let me know, y'all, because when I have to restart these things and all this madness that goes on, let me know if y'all can hear me on the mic, and let me know if y'all can hear the sound and stuff is still working back the way it's supposed to. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me good on the mic, and let me know if y'all can hear the content with Jenifer and Kiki.
Look, when you get off a Broadway stage and all that ovations and applause and people praising you and the mobbage and the homage, what are you going to do? You're going to either go stick something in your arm, you're going to go smoke something, you're going to drink something to come down from that high. So I used to just go find a gorgeous man and out of him. What are you going to do? Hey, I mean, that's what I did. I would have sex. Sex was the drug. And it wasn't until when life got real, and the AIDS epidemic hit, where I went at the void of who am I and what am I?
Yeah.
How about we go find out, Jenny? Let's go find out who you are. Let's go find out where you belong, find out who you can help. Let's go find out who you love. Let's go find out what love is. Let's go do the work.
And what did that look like for you? Because I feel like we're all clawing at that, especially now in this time. You speak so much about how, political democracy and all this kinds of a part of why we all feel so alienated. We all are feeling just like, there's no system we can trust. The institutions that are here, we are no longer trusting in, we're questioning, and it's making us all feel completely uncertain. And so those human questions, those existential questions have become even more paramount because we are slipping into apathy. Yeah. So how do you decide, how do you get to know that you can be the person that goes out there and author this yourself?
Listen, I may get a lot of flack for this response. But, I don't care.
Baby, this is Kiki.
Okay, so the road trip is happening, all right? The snacks are packed.
A lot of love. I become them. We cannot become them. We can't run from it. You can't go and cower in a corner and say, oh, this is not going to affect me. No, it's coming for your ass too. All of it's coming for your ass, even if it's an aunt or mother or sister that you love, or brother that's not going to have that health care anymore. It's coming to your door. It's going to come to everybody's door. And I say this to everyone. Live while you live. Live. Stand up where you can. Don't sit on a whole bunch of friends and you go out there and stand up for the next generation. Yes, I'm talking to you, and make sure it's on me right now. You do your part. We've had a good run. Now we got to run for these kids. You don't get to sit down on the couch and think this is going to pass over. It's not.
And what do you say to those of us, especially, the marginalized that go out there and they're on the front lines and they're losing their lives? They're going to jail. They're being sent away, because I find that energy with myself, especially after having my son, where you get to this point and you're just like, I'm getting emotional about it because I get scared about people dying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
I
I do.
don't want to tell my queer friends to go out there and stand on the front line so they can lose their life. I don't want to tell my Latinx friends. I don't want to tell.
Well,
it's
I
hard.
want you to hear me, though. Hear this. It's not the front line. It's standing up wherever you are. You don't go and stand in front of somebody with ice and go, girl, you don't do all that. You don't act out. You don't be stupid. There's a way to stand up without standing in front of a gun. There is a way to stand up. You write your congressmen. You write your senators. You make the phone calls. You send the emails. Do your part. Go to your local meetings. Run for office.
Wow.
Do your part. Stand up where you are. Y'all see me at the piano. That's my way. I can't go out on the street no more. I'm 69. You. I can't run like I used to run. I fell in Africa. I don't have the legs I used to have. I can still kick somebody's ass, though. Don't get me wrong. How about that? You got to Remember the
All right, y'all. I am back yet again. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me on the speaker, as far as the microphone, and let me know if y'all can hear the video as well, because it logged off and then I have to do the speaker sound all over again and then do the mic sound all over again. It's so frustrating, but we back. I'm not gonna give up. I don't give up. So let me know if y'all can hear me good, and let me know if y'all can hear the video. Let's get back to it.
price our ancestors paid. See, Kiki, I don't know where I get my confidence from. I don't know where I get my...
It's a blessing.
I know it's... I don't know how I've sustained in this business. I don't know how I even got to be 69, but here I am. And I feel better than I ever have. I'm so happy in my life. I was with Michelle Obama. I know you were too. And I was telling her, I said, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy right now. I'm not going to let the world of ice and this one and that one with my everyday life and take my joy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to stand up wherever I am. My next song begins with this lyric. 35.9 million people did not vote in 2024. Who the is talking? Shut the up! Once again, 35.9 I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scream, but who the could talk? Who the could say anything? And I'm sitting here going, 35. You gotta love me. Here, let's start that again, just in case you want to edit it out. For me, you can keep it the in. Bitch, how about you tame your team? Nobody talks when Jenifer Lewis. You bitch, no, you get it. This the stupid that saved my life in Africa. Come the over here, get on the camera. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, show your daughter. Her daughter's impressed. Get the over here, Lori. Talking. I never seen nobody go. But I tell you one thing, she got that helicopter to land. Get the over here.
I've ever
what the
had
you
alive.
talking about?
Because I knew you'd want to talk about the voting. So, and they were trying to
I don't give a about voting. Go sit your white ass down somewhere. Come sit down.
Just told her to come.
Listen.
Just wants me to cover.
This is
her.
my fat ass. Listen. Lori saved my life, Kiki.
You guys, you have to tell the story about how you fell 10 feet, hurt your hip, had to get on a plane to, what is it, Nairobi? What? Break it on down.
Okay,
What
here it is.
happened? What was
But
happening?
I'm going to go quick because it's a long ass story.
Okay, we're in for
We
it.
got to the hotel in Tanzania in the Serengeti. Lori was exhausted from me acting a goddamn fool all day. I mean, you can imagine.
Why did we go on the trip?
To have a good time. I said, come on, go to Africa with me, girl. We'll have the best time. Stupid bitch. So anyway, listen. I knew she was white, but I took her anyway. So listen. My babies. The world we can't even joke like that anymore. Hold on, honey. You're in my light. You ain't that cute. All right. Now listen. So we get to the hotel. She's exhausted. We done flown from Rwanda. We've been up there hiking with the silverback gorillas and
That's so cool.
One of them slapped the out of me. I was like, okay, babe, it was from another life, probably slept with. But listen, take that out. Don't put that in. Somebody say that bitch is in the bestiality. That's all I need. Now listen. Girl, they'll put anything on the internet. Go ahead, say something. Say something. Now listen, she's over there with her hand over her mouth. She can't believe it. Y'all don't cut this. I'll slice her off. I tell him, honey, get it up or get stabbed. Now listen. I pray to God my therapist don't see this. Girl, my therapist will put me on so much. That bitch will raise the milligram so high if she see this interview. Don't publish this, please. Now listen. So, okay, listen. So we get there. She goes to bed. She goes back in her room, goes to bed. Now, I ain't been back there because I run out to the water hole where the little elephant is. Oh. She's rolling around in the mud, and I named her Little Keisha. Little elephant. Little Keisha. I said, roll, baby. You ain't rolling in the mud, baby. Roll, baby. And, the Maasai warriors were standing around going, I hope she don't jump her ass in that water hole because it's deeper than she thinks. Anyway. So the sun went down in the Serengeti.
Okay.
And when the sun goes down, there ain't no street lights in that bitch. So my young African butler and I went to my room that sat out in the lap of luxury, money.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for no money. All right now. Good for you. So girl, I get out there. She's gone to bed. She back there in her room. And I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm naked. The butler has left, of course. Mm-hmm. Oh, would you get her? Anyway, so white people. Anyway, listen.
Walking
girl,
out on the deck.
they gonna say Jenifer Lewis is a racist. By the way. So I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm naked. The butler's gone. I told him to stay, but I didn't want to get in too much trouble. Now listen.
Walking on.
So I got out on my deck. I saw an infinity pool. So I went out there. Oh, so let me go see the infinity pool. So I'm just walking on my deck. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. And I put on the hotel robe, but I'm naked.
Yeah.
So I'm la-di-da-di-da-di-da walking. And all of a sudden, in pitch black, there was an unsecured gate. Oh my God.
That sounds like a lawsuit. Unsecured gate? Did we sue her?
10 feet. Girl, I got so much money. I'm bleeding it. No, I'm kidding. We'll talk about that later. Now listen.
So you fell 10 feet.
10 feet down. And what
do you remember when you fell, and what do you remember when you hit the ground?
When I hit the ground, darling, that impact, oh God, I can still feel it. I still got a lot of post-traumatic stress.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It was a dry ravine. Boulders, bricks, stones, snakes, that sharp grass. You see the lion stalking through? That ain't soft. She had to, later on that night, she had to pick that out of my back. Girl, I fell like a ain't no sense in me lying. I fell, Kiki.
She said.
So I'm laying down there in the dark. I'm down there in the dark, going in and out of a consciousness.
Oh my God.
And I know what the just happened.
Jenifer.
But I know I can't move my body. Because I try to get up. I've done body work all my life. But I couldn't move my body. God damn, Kiki.
That was so scary.
You know, I didn't know to be scared yet because I don't go instantly scared. I'm an alpha, bitch. You fail, bitch. Get up and get out.
Yeah.
Climb back up. You can't see, but go on up there anyway. So when I realized I couldn't move, God damn. You know, one of my things, I'm going to say this, I've never said this before. One of the things about me is I hate people to wake people up when they're asleep.
Oh.
Let people sleep. We gotta sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Come on, ready to go. No, I'm not. And you know, that's the only thing there's no cure for. It's sleep deprivation.
Oh my God.
Did you know that?
No.
I can't catch up on no sleep.
Wait a minute.
So anyway,
wait, real quick. So what happens? You just die because you're sleeping?
Yeah, you can just die. Anyway, so listen. Listen. I always say listen 15 times to my friend, and then I can't remember what the I was going to say. So anyway, I'm down there on the ground. And I don't want to wake her up. She was so tired. I can't move. I think I'm getting ready to die.
Do you have your phone on you?
No. I told you I'm naked with the flimsy ass hotel robe on. My ass is out, by the way. The hotel robe came off. My ass is up in the night air. Oh no, bitch! I'm naked on the ground of the Serengeti, and here comes the goddamn hippo. So anyway, I woke her up.
Hippo?
I woke her up
by screaming.
I was like, Lori! And you know, she runs around like a Jewish white woman of leisure. So basically, I screamed, Jewish white woman of leisure! And she, guess what she said? Oh. But the truth is, I went, Lori! And she went, yeah. That bitch was doing her nails. Yeah. I'm like, bitch, get down here. I'm dying, you stupid bitch. Run. I said, and Lori, because the next stop on our vacation was the Seychelles Islands. I said, Lori, we ain't going to the Seychelles. Well, that got her up. She didn't care that I was down. She came running. She said, where are you? I said, I'm down here, bitch. I broke my hip, Lori, help. And she ran to the lobby. And when she ran to the lobby, I was scared, vulnerable. These are adjectives you don't use to describe Jenifer Lewis. So all of a sudden, I started hallucinating.
Oh no.
The clouds came out over and a full moon appeared. So then I could see where I was. I woke up to see in that moonlight wild animals grunting, snorting, snorting. They were and all kind of they were hunting. Everything was going on. So I was mooning the moon in mating season. Oh yeah. So I'm like, what the
Y'all, me and Mama is sitting here cracking up. I don't know if y'all is cracking up too. But like we said at the beginning, God bless. Thank God that Jenifer Lewis is okay. She survived it. But y'all, this is what I'm saying. Like sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself. You gotta laugh at the experiences and stuff you've been through. Child, she is so real and hilarious. She talked about what she said. I was mooning the moon. Mooning the moon. Mooning the moon. That is crazy. Oh my God, I love her so much. She is so hilarious to me. But let's see where we at. All right. So we about 30 minutes in. And the entire interview is about an hour and 60 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick pause right there, y'all. Come back for part 2. Don't worry, trust me. We coming back with a part 2 on this one. We have to. But I am going to go ahead and wrap it up because we didn't hit the 2-hour mark, y'all. But I do have some final thoughts, right? And things that I wrote down that I wanted to share with y'all based off of all of the things that we've seen, but more so about, you know, what Jenifer Lewis' conversation was in her interview, which we are absolutely going to continue and finish, right? And then we have a little mild, like I said, a little smooth housekeeping that we're going to do at the end. And then we'll, you know, end it with a bop per usual. But like I said, y'all, thank you for everybody who decided to stay and, you know, hang in there or whatnot with us. even through all the technical difficulties. And we'll get into that too, y'all. But yo, let's be real about this, okay? So when we're listening to Jenifer Lewis, okay, here's something that we all can learn from, right? So Auntie Jenifer Lewis looked death in the face in the middle of the Serengeti, shattered and immobilized, and told her own body, you get up and you walk. She realized she had to earn being alive, and she is earning it by protecting us. She survived the AIDS epidemic at a time in the 80s where over 100,000 Americans were unalived and no longer with us in a single decade, while rumors, lies, and stigma spread faster than the medicine did. She watched her friends be unalived and taken away from her because of a lack of true information. Lies on the internet aren't just messy, they can be lethal. When we blindly share unverified health rumors and fake news, we are poisoning our own well. Jenifer is telling us to give the internet a heavy side eye. Be media literate, question what you consume, and remember that your mind and your health are under attack by clickbait. Get educated, stand in your truth, and use your voice to heal, not to scatter rumors. Now, let's talk about some real unapologetic talking points. Again, when it comes to Jenifer Lewis and the Serengeti survival instinct, let's talk about the sheer willpower of Jenifer Lewis, laying in a pitch black ditch in Africa, hearing a lion roar, and instead of giving up, she's worrying about what the headline won't be. However, that is royal energy. It teaches us that even when you are flat on your back and the predators are circling, your mind has to stay locked into who you are. Like she talked about, and we will return to again, the 1980s. A lot of people remember the 1980s. That AIDS parallel of modern lives. Jenifer brought up the 80s AIDS epidemic, and the numbers are chilling. Like we already said, 100,000 people unalive in the 80s while the country was paralyzed by fake news about how this disease spread. Jenifer watched her friends pass one by one because of misinformation. Now we are seeing the same exact thing happening on platforms such as TikTok and Instagram with fake health advice. If you aren't fact checking what you post and what you consume, you are contributing to the damage. And we have to make sure we keep our platforms rooted in truth. Earning being alive and pushing through. Jenifer said, I have to earn being alive. That part should hit everyone at home. Just like we pushed through our technical difficulties today, this woman pushed through life-threatening battles. You don't lay down in a ditch. You get up, you recalibrate, and you keep moving forward. And here's my closing message for everyone. As we close out today's live and show, I want you to take a deep breath and look at the threads connecting all three of these women. We have Muni Long, who is fighting an internal battle against her own immune system. We have Nancy Guthrie's family, who is fighting an external nightmare for her safe return. And we have Jenifer Lewis, who is fighting a societal battle against ignorance and stigma. Every single one of these stories is a masterclass in resilience. Life is going to throw glitches at you. It's going to throw health challenges at you, unexpected tragedies, and a mountain of noise. And life and lies, and lies to sift through. But the message today is simple. Straight up, we do not stop. We don't stop when the technology fails. We don't stop when our bodies hurt. And we don't stop when the world gets heavy. We have to be kind to one another. We have to protect our peace fiercely, like Muni Long said. Stay vigilant for your community, like the Guthries and their family. And speak your truth boldly, like Jenifer. Keep pushing forward. Until next time, y'all, stay safe, stay purposeful, and keep walking in royalty and love. And we thank you all so much for continuing to rock with us, coming back after these technical difficulties. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And day after day, you join our lives, whether you kick it with us in the chat or you like to just kick back and lay low and watch from the outside. We appreciate all of the support. We can feel it. And we want the best for us all, right? All as a people, all as a human race. And that's what the fight is for. That's what we're going to continue to speak about. And we won't stop. We won't stop. And when it comes to the housekeeping, y'all, this is an ending housekeeping and it's very smooth. And I'm going to put it to you a little something like this. A lot of the videos that we watched today and the topics that we covered are very similar and tie into a lot of the things that we experience right here on this app on YouTube. There are a lot of things that we are facing, right? That we've been through, we fought through, we came out on the other side of, and we may be experiencing right now. But one thing that I can tell you is many of us have the fighting spirit. We're not going to give up. And we practice what we preach. We know right from wrong. We'll stand for it, we'll speak on it, and we'll fight for it by any means necessary. And so a lot of the weird things that's happening on this platform, it's nothing that we are not unable to deal with, even though it's very frustrating. A lot of us have grown up and we have lived lives and been through experiences a lot worse than this. So we have the resilience and we have the power and we have the know-it-all to make it through these challenges as well. And one of the things that I know to be true is when you stand side by side with your sisters and brothers, despite your differences, despite the fact that you might sometimes disagree or bump heads, we are stronger in numbers. And that is what we will continue to do. Stand side by side with one another and fight for what's right. We will not let these individuals divide us or dictate the choices that we get to make in our life to choose love and unity and power overall. So, y'all, that is all I really got to say when it comes to the housekeeping. I'm going to go ahead and end this off like I usually do, y'all, with a nice little boppity bop bop bop. And we will be back tomorrow, y'all, with another live and some more things to talk about. And we hope y'all come and join us yet again. We really appreciate having you all here. So shout out to 1-800-BRICK City. Shout out to Star. Carlos, who's in the cut. Mama, who was in the cut, but is actually here right now because she got a little bit of free time. Because JJ took a nap. So she's able to join the group. And many others that watch. And we know sometimes you may just want to kick back and just listen and not necessarily engage. Guess what? That's okay. We appreciate your engagement there as well. We can feel it. We can feel your presence. And if you need to catch it on the replay, catch it on the replay. But Mama, before we get up out of here, do you got a few things to say before we take our quick little song break, since you do have now final chance to speak, since JJ is down for a nap? Come on in and speak to the people from your heart and let them know what you think. And some of your thoughts and feelings about today's live and just overall what's going on, here on the platform.
Yes. Well, hello, everyone. Everybody knows this is DD5, Mama Warrior. Hello, everyone. We're glad you came. We're glad you showed up for us, as you always do. We love you. We appreciate you. The only thing I really want to leave, and I'm going to try to make this short. Life is a very valuable thing. We're all living it. We're attempting to live it. We're struggling to live it, and it's important. For we know God gave his life for us to live. And so I would like to say, life is too short for nonsense. Life is too short for chaos, fighting and strifing and tearing each other up like you're in a jungle and what have you. Life is too short. We got up this morning. It was no guarantee. We don't even know what tomorrow or the next 5 or 10 minutes may hold for us. So I'm saying, embrace life. Live life, laugh life out loud. And do not let anyone take your joy, your peace, your sanctuary, your happiness, mostly your joy, because happiness, as we know in life, is temporary. We can be happy about anything, but joy is everlasting. And do everything you possibly can to hold on to that joy. Let no one know how to steal your joy. Let no one tell you that you are devalued or that you are lower than what you are. Know that you are great, that you are wonderful, that your life was paid for, and it's very royal, both male and female, every race, culture, and creed. All of us are worth something. We are great. So what I intend to do is live my life out loud. And trust me, every morning it's a struggle. But I get up every morning and I say, thank you, Jesus. I can at least open my eyes and I see I'm here. I'm here. I'm just thankful to be here. I'm not thankful for a car. I'm not thankful for a home. I'm not thankful for material things. I am thankful for my family. I love them. And I'm pretty sure all of us love our family, our friends, all that is dear to us. And we will do whatever we must do to protect them, to cover them, and call God into it first, because we know he's the main coverer. As human beings, we're going to cover our loved ones. We're going to protect our loved ones at any cost, our friends, all that is dear to us. And also remember, I had to learn this latter in my life too. Material things are temporary, but life is forever. So always, always hold your life more important than anything material. Material things fade away. They burn away. They go away. But life is what is important. And live it to your best. Live it to your fullest. And when the naysayers come, and the destroyers, and the haters, and the ones that come to tear down your life, you fight. You fight. You fight. You fight like it's golden in any way that you have to. Legally, however, you fight. It's your life. And that's really all I have to say. I hope that will stay with you, resonate with you, and that you will hold on to it. Life is important, and life and nonsense is not worth it. It's just not worth it. I love you all, and we'll see you on the next live. And I'm letting Golden step in now.
Thank you, Ma. And I absolutely agree. And again, y'all, thank you so much for joining. Let's end it like we typically do with a bop. And we will talk to y'all and see y'all tomorrow on the next live. This is Golden and Mama Warrior out. And again, Imani has some things that she had to deal with that were unexpected.
Yes.
And so she wasn't able to join us on this live. But she
we
will be
love
back
her.
on the next one. We love her.
We love her.
Y'all send out your love and your prayers to Imani. She will be back, y'all. Trust me and believe. So that is it. And that is all. That's all we got. Golden and Mama Warrior out.
We out.
Bye.
Saying they got people forgetting folks in you. That part. Every laugh ain't harmless. Every post ain't just jokes. Some people smiling online, crying in real life. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Why you tearing people down for fun? Why? You don't know what they carry when the camera done. Broken souls throw stones and hide their hands. Cowards in comment sections playing God again. Karma don't miss. Karma don't miss. And healing's still possible too. So either spread love or watch life humble you. Yeah. YouTube streets messy, everybody got a target. Creators throwing dirt like hate became a market. Mocking people daily, that spirit look haunted. Tell me who raised y'all, this behavior garbage. Laughing at depression, exposing folks' trauma. Then that shock when tragedy follow behind you. The evil energy, boomerang proper. Come on, pull up silent like a midnight robber. And honestly, do you watch my live? I talk truth, pain, growth, tears, real vibes. Not everybody built for the games online. Some folks want insult from losing their mind. That's fake, no cap. Y'all did the humiliation. Every live stream feel like public execution. Views over souls, cloud over humans. Then wonder why the whole world mentally ruined. Somebody mama crying at night. Somebody daughter hurt inside. Somebody praying not to give up while bullets screenshot pain for life. Shame on you, shame. You need healing too. Only damaged people wake up daily, trying to damage others too. Enough is enough. Why you tearing people down for fun? Tearing them down. You don't know what they fighting when the live stream done. Baby, no. Keyboard killers acting tough online. Whole time spiritually broken inside. Karma don't miss, no. Karma don't skip souls either. Every hateful seed gon' meet the reaper. So to the hurt and bully people, listen close. You matter more than these demons online. These chicks bitter, these dudes weird. Obsessed every day, like why you still here? Refreshing my page while pretending you don't care. Whole personality built off hate and fear. Talk slick on that real life timid. Broken inside, everybody can feel it. Projecting their wounds while the comments all cheering. That ain't straight, baby, that sickness concealed. And I said what I said. Yeah, some of these creators need therapy bad. Not another live stream drag. Not another fake outrage cash grab scam. Y'all bully for a living. That's sad. Spirit look bankrupt, dusty and mad. And the people encouraging it just is trash. Laugh now. Karma got a long memory past. Cover the wounded. Cover the lonely heart. Cover the lonely heart. Cover the people crying silently in dark rooms. Teach us compassion again. Teach this world mercy again. Because words cut deep. So deep. And some people never recover. To everybody bullied online, you are not weak because you hurt. You are not crazy because you feel pain. And don't let these empty souls convince you your life got no value. The loudest bullies usually fighting demons they never healed from. That ain't an excuse, but it's the truth. And to the bullies, get help, seriously. This obsession with tearing strangers apart every day, that ain't normal. Enough is enough. We need love more than ever now. More than ever. Too many souls out here barely hanging on somehow. No more glorifying painful views. No more clowning her forever new. No more mob attacks for entertainment. That darkness got consequences too. Karma don't miss. Karma don't miss. And healing's still possible too. So either spread love or watch life humble you. Enough is enough. Spread love before it's too late. Yeah, before it's too late. A roof above for shelter from the storm. A gentle hand to keep a spirit warm. A plate of food, a mind that's free to learn. A simple peace, a righteous wage to earn. So right, these are the needs, the bedrock and the base, the sacred ground of the whole human race. But the screen is screaming, sell us something cheap, while the real world babies cry themselves to sleep. Can't ignore it. We are human. Twisted and unreal, teaching our children how they ought to feel. That value's in the label on your shoes, or the filtered life you desperately choose. They magnify the hate, they celebrate the greed, and plant a poison, suffocating weed. We gotta reach our children, pull them from the blue, and show them a beauty that the media don't know. Let them know. So check the vision, your mission of the television, spitting division, a mental prison. I got the youth chasing lights, addicted to the feed, ignoring our crumbler, the fundamental lead. They building hyper idols on a digital stage, putting our future brothers in a virtual cage. Now we gotta break the cycle, gotta cut the cord. The real word is powerful, mighty yet in the soul. So we teach about that history, teach about that grace, teaching of the covenant, every single faith. Let's go, we are human. Every single one, from the suburbs to the curb, and love is not a whisper, but a mighty thundering word. A word of action breaking every chain, a word of power washing out the pain. Yeah, you're feeling, it's a power, it's what you do. Track, this a call to action for every mother, father, every single fraction of the community holding it down on the ground. Time to get loud, make a revolutionary sound. Look the child in the eyes, tell them that they matter. Tell them this spirit's something that no lie can shatter. Tell them knowledge is the weapon, but love is the shield, and the truth is the harvest. We're gonna grow in this field. Yeah. They don't know her like I do. Nah. Golden. She moved through the city with her hair held high. Pretty brown skin with a storm inside. Everybody see the glow, they don't know the pressure. Smile so warm, but her heart no weather. Late nights riding while the skyline blur. Trying not to cry when the memories occurred. Had to learn fast, everybody ain't loyal. Some people love you long as they control you. Now she move careful, energy expensive. Too many fake vibes hiding in the friendship. Used to give love with her hands wide open. Now every scar got the whole vibe frozen. glowing. She goes by golden. City lights dancing with her heart stay open. Long dark roads, but she still stay focused. Everybody watching, but they don't really know her. Too much grace with the games they throwing. Real love, rare, so spirits they got it. Beautiful soul, but the pain left marks in it. Mirror tell the truth when the lights go dim. All the things she carry weight heavy within. She survived nights she don't even speak on. Still finding peace while the whole world ain't wrong. Funny how the love disappear when you're healing. Funny how the fate come around when you win. Now she trusts God more than people intend. Just cause smiles hot and being hidden in the big. She's still soft-hearted but she way less naive. Can't keep pouring love but there's nothing received. Still dancing slow through the hurt and confusion. Trying not to lose herself chasing illusions. She survived the fire. Still glowing through the smoke. Still sad. Still dangerous. Still chosen. She goes back golden. Snow so deep made the whole room notice. Heavy lies couldn't break what was chosen. Still standing tall while the whole world folding. She goes back golden. Heartbreak turned to pens in the matter. Now the tears got rhythm when she's singing. And they still don't know her like that. They still don't know her like that. Spend so much time looking for love in strangers. Spend so much time. Spend so much time letting outside voices shake the mirror. But at the end of the night, when the lights fade, when the city cried, when the tears dried, we still got